Good morning, everybody. It's another beautiful day here. About 2 hours that I can get some work done before I'm expected to help with lessons today. So I'm gonna fire up this Timberjack and we're gonna get it up in the bush and see if we can't cut some trees between now and when I gotta stop. So let's see how it goes. Coldest weather this winter, I didn't have any trouble with it, so I'm gonna get rid of these jugs of bar oil that I put in yesterday. I think it's been 2 or 3 days since I went and picked 2 days since I went and picked up the horses. I never got around to moving the processor. I had water troughs and hay bales to feed for the horses. So we're gonna let it warm up for 10 minutes and then we'll get in the cab and make our way back up the hill. See where we go from there. Alright, let's hop in the cab. She's all warmed up. Find somewhere to park ya. Alright, so this is that hill that I was talking about in the here and see what sort of obstacles we have. Alright, there's the 2 missing track pads. I have 2, but I don't have the right bolts, so I gotta order some new bolts. I think I already said that, probably did. I like to repeat myself, as my wife always tells me. Okay, so I don't really like cutting trees in the springtime. You know, all the birds are starting to make nests and stuff, but unfortunately I only have so much time with the bulldozer. And this area here, there's some dead ones, some big ones, but they all need to come out. I want to put a pond in. Oh, I should have showed it to you. It's down over here. There's actually a natural spring there, so I think eventually what's going to happen is we'll just go around the machine here. I think what eventually I'm going to do is the spring, and it stays wet pretty much year round, or not wet but mucky. So if we dug it out, there's a spring there. I'm kind of thinking that eventually I'm going to build a pond, go that way around where the dog's fence is, and come up to where the other natural spring comes out of the hillside over there. But that's a lot of building to do with a dam, so I'm not quite sure what we'll do. Or we'll dig this one really deep right where it is and just make a small dam and overflow it into a bigger pond over there perhaps. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get my buddy out and have him tell me what he thinks. But first and foremost, I gotta get rid of some of these trees, especially in through here. So we're gonna go down through this trail. This is an old ATV trail that they had to get up to the old farmhouse, and well, it's just grown in a lot. So we're gonna come in. You know, those balsams are all probably rotten in there. The deer will come in and eat it all, they'll appreciate it. All those balsams in there. There's a big spruce there. So that one's probably rotten like some of the other ones. This big white pine is going to get left because it's real cool looking. I'll come in with the pole saw and trim some of those ones off. This one's going to get left. I should really take out that dead one there, but today I want to focus on, just because I only got a limited amount of time here, I'm going to try and just come in here, take these ones out, and clear myself another path into here, because all of these trees are going to have to come out with the dozer anyways. So I'll try and turn what I can into logs, and we're going to level all this out, make it a little wider so we can ride the horses through it nice. And it kind of really does a side hill down there. Actually, you can see the water flowing. Comes down here, and this is actually the fence line, the rock wall fence line. So I want to put the pond in right in there, because all the water from everything from up there comes down and goes downhill into there. And if I put a dam in kind of right along this whole area, further down obviously, collect all that rainwater. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down from the pond. I'll put in like a filter on some sort of 2 or 3 inch pipe, and go down from the center of the pond, and I'm going to pipe down and pipe into all of the winter pastures down there, and plumb like automatic waters or float tanks of some nature. I haven't quite figured out exactly what I'm going to do yet, but you know, it doesn't make sense to have literally all of this water just flowing and just running down the hill and disappearing to nowhere. I may as well try and capture it, and then I have my own fresh water supply. I got a nice big pond. It's going to be a lot of work, you know, probably excavate most of this hillside here, leave where I'm standing, excavate most of this hillside to get the dirt to build that dam. So all of these trees that are in here on my left hand side back here are gonna have to come out at some point or another. I apologize for all the crazy footage if there is some. Oh, computer just glitched on me. It was right about where it needed to be, and then it just had a headache. Okay, so I just like to turn the master switch off whenever I'm not in the machine, just so, you know, there's no wiring or something likes the heat, decides to crawl in. It also gives me a chance to check all my fluids. I should probably check the coolant on this baby. She feels real warm right now, but we did run her for a little bit, so we'll just leave the door open, let her cool off. We're gonna head down. So all these trees behind me need to come out. I'll see if I can. Those ones, all these ones are coming out, and we're going right behind me that way, up the trail, out to the old farmhouse field. So I'm gonna go help with lessons, and hopefully I'll be allowed to come back out this afternoon if my wife doesn't have other plans for me. We'll talk to everybody then, as I just about face plant in the dirt. Have a great afternoon. Hopefully we'll see you later.